We're called Sunflower Bean. We're from New York City. I'm Jacob, I play the drums.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Julia and I play bass and sing.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I play guitar and sing.
Nick plays the trombone. The boys actually, told me, Nick said, oh, I'm starting a band, it's called Sunflower Bean. And I was like I got this weird kind of feeling. And we kind of just went from there. Some things just about us are that we are still kind of a pretty live band. We don't have a lot of, we don't have like computers or backing tracks or anything like that. So it's kind of like a little bit of a different art form in that way, and we're kind of trying to keep that alive. I think in a live show, sometimes you want something that's a little heavier. Just you're seeing. That's what I think we've always come to like about like parts of seeing other bands. It's something we wanted to do with our show. But with the album, you can kind of communicate like the nuances more so, and like have a lot more different dynamics. Like. But I think we might start doing stuff that's like some of the softer songs on the album live, but we still have to figure that out.
The songs they come from being live. So it's more like translating what we do on stage onto a record than translating the record into the live.
We used to play for in 2015 we were playing Human Ceremony, this kind of feeling, and Come On, all as one 8-minute epic opener in our set, and then that, I think once we started kind of breaking that down and figuring that out on how to record it, I think that's kind of when we got an idea of how we would do the rest of the album. And then also a song like Easier Said, when we wrote that, we were like, oh, we can also kind of go this way and explore that territory a little more. So I think those...
Yeah. Some songs are really old though. Creation Myth is a song from when we first started.
But we did it differently on the album.
I Want You to Give Me Enough Time's the oldest song on the album.
Yeah. Also kind of we reworked it a lot.
Yeah.
Gave it a facelift.
I wrote that song in 15 minutes when I was 16. But the album, if you heard that demo that I made of it then, it sounds like a Wave song.
On the album we have a song called 2013, and then in the last song on the album we talk about the year 2015. So I think that there's something fun about having kind of those dates in there. It dates it and also just kind of puts it in a place in time, and it's fun to literally sing about the now, but but at the same time you don't want it to fade away. So I think that since rock music isn't rock music isn't even that present, you know what I mean? It's not really what a lot of people do in 2016.
Time dictates, who you are, when you are, what you are.
Time only exists on Earth.
Yeah.
The Human Ceremony, the clocks are kind of almost the ultimate form of symbol for humanity, because we're the only things in the universe, as far as we know, that know about time. Time doesn't exist.
Or perceive it in that way.
Yeah.
Music is, the art of time. It's not sound art, it's time art.
Yeah, I think those kinds of questions too are part of kind of getting older and growing up and thinking about stuff, and kind of just post your existentialist phase. It's all this stuff is still kind of on your mind and will be forever, but kind of grappling with that. I think that's definitely part of the album.
Yeah.
We didn't want to make an album that sounds like it's to a specific decade that's already happened.
Yeah.
I think it's important to make music that is pushing the boundaries, or at least doing something new. Even if it's only 1%. I think recreating a sound from the past is the worst thing a band can do.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe one of the only things that I would say would make a band bad. Being in a band's all about multimedia.
Yeah.
When you're in a band, you're not only a musician. You're not only making music. As soon as there's, something to put the disc in. It becomes a whole different medium.
I think maybe it's not so much about image as it is like the ability to kind of curate what you stand for and what you represent, and who you are in this, who we are in this thing together, and what Sunflower Bean means to us as a whole. And I think that album covers and even like press photos can be like a good can be a little way of communicating that identity. It's definitely kind of self-reflective, but about things that maybe aren't usually what a lot of people reflect on, like a lot of deep heartbreak or like loss or a lot of stuff like that. And there's a little bit of that, but I think kind of like what we said, it's like, the things that interest us and time and spirituality and growing up in space and almost like a little sci-fi stuff, like it's like that's who we are.
Nothing's set in stone, so there's humor and there's seriousness. It's very serious, but it's also
there's like a double-edged sword of like, there's a wink, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like a Kurt Vonnegut novel, like there's serious subject matters, but sometimes when you say them in such simple terms or in such ridiculous ways, it's almost like a joke.
That's the thing, like on the album cover, it's like
there's like theater to it.
There's it's kind of old school to see like a kind of a band on the cover, because it's a little it could be kind of cheesy usually if you have everyone like, but then, yeah, but then so it's kind of like paying homage to that. But also doing it being meaningful to us and something we also want it to be.
I think it's a beautiful picture.
Oh, wow.
The songs that we've been writing now, I think, are a little bit more, I wouldn't say stripped of their humor, but stripped a little bit of, they're a little bit of their own.
I think it's just the natural progression. It's just growing up.
Yeah, it's a little more mature. I will say that our next record, I think, will be a little bit more deadpan. You're not going to see us on the cover posing like that on the next record.
What if we just do it like exactly the same with a different background? No?
We're not a comedy
That's
group.
the alternate universe.